This is August, and this is Friday. It's Friday, and next Wednesday is Christmas, so that's what date it is. And I'm putting a new oil hose on the pony motor because it started leaking. So I went and bought a brand new one. There's no talk about the cost of that kind of thing. Money pit, money pit. Okay, and this should... What in the world? Isn't that the 14 that I just had in my hand? It is. Here's another 14. I think this 14 might be better. Yeah, this is a better 14. Okay. And to here. Okay, I think we can do that. I'm going to run this set of glow plugs a couple of times. Glow plugs, glow plugs. All right. It shut the glow plugs off before it started to want to start the engine. I don't like that. And I've got to be able to hold the glow plug on. I got to be able to hold the glow plugs on. I got to be able to hold the glow plugs on. I didn't realize that it's shutting them off as it's starting. I mean, it holds them on and then quits doing that. That won't work. Doesn't work. But you can see it can be overcome real easy, and we're going to fix that. There's no way the Detroit diesel would run those batteries down in a New York second. It smoked like a pig. This thing's already stopped its little bit of smoking that it's due, I'll bet. Probably putting out steam. I gotta get it tied up higher. This has gotta go. I don't want it going under the tarp. Let me get something to hold that up. Where's the baling wire when you need it? I wonder, do I have to have that switch on to push the starter button? Something tells me I don't. Let's go set the start back there, check everything. That's going to start right up. I'm sure the button would work from up there. Oh, but I can hold the clutch in from up there. Let's see what happens here. Do I have normal run? This is the light. Normal run.
cutout. Does that mean I can't start it from there? No, let's see, blower test. That's what we need, is blower test on. And then normal run. Let's go see if the starter button will work. That way I can hold in the clutch too. Dang it. I can't watch both at the same time. Okay. Real hot. I mean, it's not, but hey, it started right up. Huh. All right. Now the charging is working. That's a different, you know, this, hey, takes over for itself. Doesn't depend on anything else. Okay. All right, well, let's crank this baby up and get it to warm up. Hang on. Let's get this thing hung. It's got to go up here like this, you believe. Yeah, that goes here like that. And this goes down here like that. And we are ready to basically start this thing. I definitely need to We've got the pony motor started, not the third time this season.
I just don't want to run the back motor without it being warmed up. So let me pick up the engine cover. The water from the pony motor comes directly in here and then returns via this pipe and or from the other direction of the heater. But, anyway, let it warm up. All right. Well, I just turned on the ignition switch. I missed the shot. I'll have to do another one for you. Okay, it's off. Now it's on. And the engine's got it up to 14 volts, so we're doing a good job of charging, trickle charging the batteries. Letting everything rest and just letting the thing do that. So it's almost up to its 14 volts. So it's really nice. And I thought, well, man, you're putting too much of a load on it. It'll burn out. Well, it's not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to put out what it can put out, and this one does. So far so good. But we're getting close. We're getting close. It's really picking up now. Sending some heat out to that engine. Tell you what I am going to do though, we're going to go shut off the pony motor and then we're going to start the big engine. So let me turn this off for right now. We don't need it while I'm going back to turn off the pony motor. It's definitely warm enough to give it a start. You might puff a little bit of white, but it cleans itself up right quick too. Let's go up and twist the switch. Everything's clear. Yeah, next Wednesday is Christmas. This is Friday. I think that's what it is, or am I just completely lost? All right, this thing should start right up. I want to use this switch though. Here we go. How much puff? Oh man, you know what? There ain't even a puff out of it. Sweet. This is what pony starting is all about. I sure don't want to be hard on that new starter. And that's got to last for the next 35, 40 years or so. And that was a demonstration of just exactly what this motor does for starting up every time. I mean, this is where you have to get it started. And you could jump it with a little truck and that kind of thing if it comes to that. You can get this one started. And it doesn't come to that. It just has to do with holding those glow plugs on and letting them warm up. works pretty good. I've never had a failure getting this started before that. I've had where, oh, you know, I can't start that big engine. And when you push on the battery, I mean, when you try to start it, it's just a whoa, save it. You can come then over here and get these glow plugs. Well, first thing you do is plug in the battery charger. It's automatically hooked in, and that charges your battery. So you might need to wait just a little bit to get your batteries up. And then you come over and you start this up, and you let it run for half hour, 45 minutes. Depending on how cold it was outside and how cold that Detroit is. And then you just easy start it without all that atomized smoke. Atomized diesel, is there anything worse? I don't think so. It's just awful. There it is, engine running. Here's your backlight. I'm going to go to the back and set off the hot engine alarm and see if we can't see all of it. Yeah, it's pretty much the... Okay. Come on. All right, I'm gonna go hit the hot engine. The wire's just hanging there because I need to calibrate that thing, but the idea is how it works. This has been a major project. All the breakers, brand new. Matched, brand new, spot on reproduction breakers for each position. Anything here that looked like it was, and some things did. Here's all, if you look through this stuff, oh man, it's good, good. And all of a sudden, here's this corroded. Somebody had booger fingers and had licked their chops and mayonnaise or something on their fingers when they made up that connection, and it turned into very unholy conductive path. So they've been made holy again. If it looked at all like that, at all, then it has been addressed and fixed. What you have here is a spare, a position 33. It belonged to, it's called out, but it's for one of the engines. You only need one, so this thing got let up and be spared because you only got one engine, and so you only needed the one path. Exactly what they did with that path wire, I'm not sure at this point. It's around there somewhere. I just haven't discovered it yet. They use it for something else. So here's a spare anyway. The spare is accessory from this switch, from this engine control. So you come inboard to here and you look at this. And the thing that I've always noticed about this is that it says press to unlock. So they press it and then they do this. And so they press it again and do it. It says press to unlock. Well, it doesn't say press and let it go, but everybody does. So that's interesting fact about that. I guess you would get it after a while. And when you turn that on, the dash comes on. I don't want to do it again. Yes, I do. There it is. You're up and running via the switch. Let's look at the, oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that backlight, white backlight. I love it. Take that shiny thing out of the light so you can see the backlight. This is the marker light, so it comes on isn't it bright? That's your engine telling you what that engine speed is, and pretty digitally, and I'm gonna say, man, that's right, that's spot on. I talked in the other video, putting the thing together, about some of the idiosyncrasies of figuring this thing out. But looking at it now and talking to people out there that watch my antics, and would like maybe say, well, hey, I would like to put a tack and use that. I bought these LED strips, and I didn't realize that, boy, that's really sort of nice. These are like almost waterproof, clear, casted pieces, and they actually have a strip that sticks to the back. But what I've done here is I've taken one of them and get that out of the way here, and wrapped it around the instrument, wrapped it around the tachometer like that. And then I used the duck, D-U-C-K tape to just position it on the plastic case of the tachometer and hold it there. And the look is fantastic, is what I think. Let's see if I can get it without I can see okay, there's the place where only I can see myself in it. And let's power up the lights. And black goes to black. Good, and where's that red? Here we are. How about that? Get that. So that's now attaching to it's perfect. I mean, you can't get any better lit than that. And the red LEDs are perfect because they're looking for a positive, and ground is positive, so that engine hot light through, I've attached those together this way. Here's 53. It's the only spare I had. Used to go to the other engine's oil pressure because there was two engines, so it was just hanging out ready to be used. So that's wire 53 to C of the Amphenol plug is where the red lights to the tachometer are, and the white lights are just wrapped around the tachometer like that and held in place with duct tape, and it is what it is. It works just fine and dandy, and it'll be there until somebody else removes it. So that's how I'm handling that, and I'm very pleased with it. So you'll be driving along and you'll see this buzzer will come on. These two lights on each side of the dash will come on saying hot engine, and your tachometer, wherever you're pushing it, will start turning red glow. It'll frighten you into knowing that your engine's hot. All right, then. This is across from the shower. Here's a shower in the background, and I'm sitting on the edge of the shower, and I'm looking at what I've been tearing down quite a bit of. Let's see, I took the screws all out of this piece of a crappy wood, and what we're going to find back here when I do destroy it, we're not destroying it in this. This is just the next project, along with the windshield wipers. The dashboard has been completely gone over and looked at and tested and re-looked at, and connections checked, made, moved, and generally rehabilitated. All brand new breakers. I just have such a trouble with stopping and putting videos together. So time to go. This is looking pretty good. It'll look a lot better if I do push a few of these through and put the same kind of stainless hardware that's over there on the repair. That whole exact side. So we're going to repair this 7-inch side and put some real structure. We'll make sure that we don't have anything there that scrapes the cord that gets put in there and then plugged in. Oh, which reminds me, I think the generator box is plugged onto the side here, so we'll have to map out something for where you plug the generator in on the new one as we're putting it back in. But that's got to get put in, and this is under the cabinet. We never did see. There's a light underneath there, but there's nothing else there but the 7 inches. Oh yeah, and then some support. Anyway, I want everybody to have as good a Christmas as they can, for sure, and I hope it's good. I know there's a lot of people having a lot of troubles, but the thing to do is to figure out how to keep busy, I guess. Here is the dashboard, ready to go. Let's slide that beauty in there. Now the trick is here, you gotta make sure you feed that tack cable down to the next level, right through there. That'll get it right where you want it to go. Okay, then fold this in, bring it up and in, get down there, get going, bring it in, bring it in. Then you hold this with the one hand. I hope this comes out. Make sure you don't have the fire pointed at your posterior. And let's get this ethanol plug hooked up. It sits in here, I know it does, and then you can reach in. Okay, have to watch your trim. I think I don't have any spare trim. I got this 30 years ago or something, and it's still in pliable shape, but its corners are in stone now. Okay, let's get that ethanol plug started. Just okay, I got to reach in there, bring that ethanol plug home. There it is. It was tightening all the time. It was so easy I wasn't noticing it real. Now watch your trim as you're putting it down, and any wires that are present back there. Make sure that your tack wire is down through the hole like it's supposed to be. Yes, it is. And I guess we could test the marker lights. Check that out, will you? I love it. Okay, and then we'll check the other one out here in a minute. The red. But let's get this thing brought home here. That's what this whole thing came out, was to get rid of the red backup, to get rid of the red tachometer and bring it up to a white light like the rest of the gauges. And at this point, I feel it was well worth it. I am going to prepare to set this down here a minute, see if I can get it on an angle that it can see something of what I'm going to do, because what I'm going to do is cover the steering wheel. We're saying goodnight, and I'm going to publish this video. So much work, so much work. There's hours and hours of footage, and I consider it sort of boring to, if there's something specific that you think you missed, you'd like to see, say, hey, I'd like to see something like that, and I will make something specific. covering it. Okay. All right. CB, I started talking. Lindsay says, yeah, we got to have the CB. So I guess this is a Cobra 29 LTD Classic, but the new exact same model has some other features. This should be okay, really. This this thing did old. It was as old when I got it. It was hay truck duty, I think it came from. But we sure did work good. So we'll see what gives with this. Whether or not. Yeah. Lindsay says we got to have a CB. Truckers are still using them. I said, okay, well, if truckers are still using them, I want to hear what they're saying as we're going down the road. Wouldn't anybody? All right. Please like, subscribe. Hey, all you really have to do is watch it. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But by golly, if you got a question, I may have the answer. Okay, well, this is August Allen, and good night. I'll see you here, and Merry Christmas. Talk to you guys later. Bye.